Welcome back to the hero's journey. I am your empowerment guide and fellow superhero, Venus the Goddess. This is Arc 6, The Power of Sound, Reshaping Reality with Resonance. This is a pre recorded lecture, so please feel free to pause and take a break at any time. Just note the time so that way you don't lose your place. Let's begin. The objective of this arc is to reveal how sound shapes physical reality, that music is medicine, and how music therapy can help you to heal physically and mentally. What is sound? If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Planet Earth is home to a diverse collection of sounds. The papery rustling of autumn leaves, the powerful roar of giant waterfalls, the intricate tap dance of rain on a tin roof, the nocturnal chorus of crickets and frogs, the stirring storytelling of a violin symphony, the angelic aria of an opera singer. The human ear has evolved to be exquisitely attuned to this diversity. We hear within a range of 20 to 20,000 hertz. Below 20 hertz lie infrasonic sounds like the low rumble of elephants. Above 20,000 hertz are ultrasonic sounds detectable by bats. Hearing is a vital advantage for survival across all species. For humans, it is the foundation of language, communication, social bonding, enhanced brain function, and daily enrichment. What is sound? Sound is a form of energy created by vibrations that travel as waves through a medium as particles bump into each other. Mediums are a gas like air, a liquid like water, or a solid like bone. These vibrations spread outward like ripples in a pond. When sound waves reach the inner mechanics of your ear, nerve signals are sent to the brain, which translates the vibrations into recognizable sounds like a balloon popping or a tea kettle whistling. Sound waves have properties like frequency and amplitude. Frequency is how fast a vibration occurs. A high frequency equals a high pitch, like a baby's cry. A low frequency equals a low pitch, like a lion's roar. Amplitude is the intensity of a vibration. The higher the amplitude, the louder the sound, like a rock concert. The lower the amplitude, the quieter the sound, like a whisper. Let's take a brief pause. Go get a drink of water, sip some tea, stretch your legs, or practice breathing. What does outer space sound like? Have you ever wondered? Because I sure did. Well, in space, no one can hear you scream. Sound waves need a medium like air to travel from their source to our ears. Since space is a giant vacuum devoid of air, no one will hear you scream in the vast and different cosmos. You will be vulnerable and alone in stark silence. Although there's no air in outer space, low frequency pressure waves can travel through solid objects like planets and the dense gas of galaxy clusters. Thanks to a scientific process called sonification, these unheard vibrations and electromagnetic signals can be translated into audible sounds, turning silence into an interstellar symphony. NASA scientists use data from radio telescopes and space probes to hear space. So, what does outer space sound like? Space has gravitational waves rippling through space time that sound like a hum. Pressure waves from supermassive black holes create data that, when sonified, resembles a howl. The universe is an eerie ensemble of hums, howls, roars, static, chirps, winds, whistles, drones, and booms. Jupiter's oscillating electromagnetic waves produce data that sounds like chirping birds when sonified. The atmosphere on Venus is so dense that sound within it would resemble what you hear underwater. Due to the composition of air on Mars, music from a piano would sound quieter, muffled, and almost ethereally distorted. Notes would not travel far in the thin, cold, carbon dioxide rich atmosphere. You see, our place on Earth is unique. We alone can an experience we alone can experience the full richness of sound, from waves crashing on a seashore to a baby's coo. Let's take another brief pause. These pauses are really great because they allow the brain time to process new information. So just take this time to practice breathing, to drink a sip of water, tea, stretch your legs, or just simply just enjoy the silence. Okay, somatics and sacred geometry. What is somatics? Well, somatics is the study of visible sound and vibration. It derives from ancient Greek. The word, I believe it's pronounced kuma. Not sure, but anyway, the meaning of this ancient Greek word is wave. The term somatics was coined by Swiss physician and natural scientist Dr. Hans Jenny, whose seminal research proposed that resonance is a fundamental principle of creation. His extensive work, published in Somatics, a study of wave phenomena and vibration, is a photographic record of experiments showing how sound can bring matter to life. His work connects art, philosophy, physics, and biology, influencing disciplines like sound healing and systems thinking. Dr. Jenny's research suggests that vibration is the key to understanding the universe's organization, moving the cosmos from disorderly chaos to harmonious order. On the right hand side here are images from his book of the patterns and geometric shapes that sound created. Just as sonification turns the unheard mysteries of space into audible sounds, somatics turns unseen sound waves into tangible, intricate, and beautiful patterns, revealing the hidden geometry within frequencies. In practice, somatics involves placing a medium such as water, sand, salt, or powder onto a rigid flat surface like a metal or glass plate. When the surface is vibrated at specific frequencies using a tone generator or speaker, patterns form. The vibrating particles move away from areas of high vibration and gather in areas of stillness. So this image on the right hand side is a perfect example of the practice of somatics. So this is an image, this pattern is an image of a specific frequency that was created on a metal plate. Different frequencies create distinct, complex, and often symmetrical geometric patterns in the medium known as Chladni figures. Named for German physicist and musician Ernest Chladni, the father of acoustics, these figures demonstrate the principle. A low frequency hum might form a simple circle, while a higher, more complex pitch can generate stunning mandalas, stars, hexagons, or flowers. The very patterns revealed by cymatics are revered as sacred geometry in spiritual traditions. Mathematics is the language with which God has written the universe. Sacred geometry is the belief that specific geometric shapes and proportions reflect universal consciousness, divine order, and interconnectedness. These shapes and proportions are found throughout nature, like the unique symmetric hexagonal structure of snowflakes, no two of which are exactly alike. Sacred geometry is rooted in observable mathematical patterns in nature, such as the golden ratio or pi and the Fibonacci sequence. These spiral patterns appear in sunflowers, pine cones, shells, galaxies, whirlpools, and even in our DNA. They are considered the divine blueprints consciousness uses to create the material world. So, maybe sound did create the universe. Humans have incorporated these natural patterns into art and architecture, in drawings, paintings, diagrams, religious symbols, pyramids, temples, mosques, and Gothic cathedrals, ascribing spiritual meaning to fundamental structures and connecting mathematics with spirituality. Let's take another brief pause, get a drink of water, sip some tea, stretch, or just practice breathing. Okay, now let's move into the next subject. How does sound affect the body? Sound is a creative force. Its waves visibly organize matter. Cymatics provides a bridge between the unseen world of energy and the seen physical world. What does this mean for our bodies, which are 70% water? Well, the fluids in our bodies act as sound conductors, allowing vibrations to promote deep relaxation balance, and cellular harmony. Sound vibrations aid in pain management and hormonal balance. They can reach and influence deep tissues and cells, promoting repair and rejuvenation. Focused ultrasound is an innovative, non invasive technology that treats many conditions without surgery or radiation. This 2 to 3 hour procedure uses concentrated sound waves to heat and destroy precise tissues within the body. It is revolutionary for treating neurological issues like essential tremor and Parkinson's disease, as well as tumors, fibroids, and cancer cells. It can break up kidney stones, clear mucus, and it can even relieve chronic low back pain, thus extraordinarily proving sound's power in healing and wellness. Specific frequencies, like those in binaural beats, help regulate the nervous system by reducing stress and anxiety. They can shift brain waves, inducing calm, deep relaxation like delta or theta waves, or enhancing creativity and clarity and focus like alpha or gamma waves. Try listening to binaural beats during your daily meditation, or if you want to improve your sleep quality, just use headphones and listen to these binaural beats for at least 15 to 30 minutes for the best results. Instruments like Tibetan singing bowls, gongs, and tuning forks create resonant frequencies that also encourage deep relaxation. Dissonance in music is defined as a combination of sounds or musical notes that are not pleasant when heard together. Clashing sounds cause tension and irritation. Loud, harsh sounds or noise pollution have profound negative physiological effects, including hearing damage, cardiovascular problems, poor mental health, and cognitive impairment. View illness and stress as dissonance. Certain frequencies can retune the body's cells and systems, bringing them back into a state of harmony, like a beautiful orchestral symphony. If you are someone who lives in a very loud area, like a city, and there's a lot of traffic or um, men working, like doing construction, or if airplanes are flying by constantly or trains going by, you may find that if you are able to leave that environment and go into an area that's more quiet, you may find that your mental health may improve. The most soothing sounds for humans are natural ambient noises like rain, ocean waves, or running streams. Structured sounds like white, pink, or brown noise are also soothing because they mask distractions and they promote relaxation with steady, low frequency sounds that mimic being in the womb or in a state of deep rest. Try incorporating these soothing sounds into your daily life to help manage anxiety and depression. Again, if you live in an area where there's a lot of noise happening, a lot of construction, traffic, or what have you, try listening to white noise. Like you can buy a white noise machine that will help to mask all that noise pollution. You may find that to be very helpful for you. I know for me personally, I definitely have a white noise machine. I live in an apartment complex, and it can get really busy and really loud sometimes. But that white noise machine really helps me to block out all the noise, and it also helps for me to sleep. But what I really love and what I really enjoy listening to is natural sounds like rainwater, um, the sound of flowing water like a river or streams. That really helps me to be able to manage anxiety. Okay, let's take a quick break. I believe this is going to be the final subject. So let's take a quick pause, breathe, get a drink of water, sip tea, stretch, or just enjoy the silence. Okay, how music affects the brain. The vibrations on the air are breath of God speaking to man's soul. Music is the language of God. Music is as old as humanity. Anthropologists have discovered a 40,000-year-old bone and ivory flute. Fossil evidence suggests that early humans had the physical ability to sing at least a million years ago. Rooted in oral tradition, ritual, and communication, music is viewed as an evolutionary adaptation. We evolved to create music, and music is medicine. Music is a technology that we use and can use to heal us not only mentally but physically. Music engages nearly every area of the brain. It has remarkable capacity to induce transformative changes, fostering neuroplasticity and reshaping neural networks. It enhances memory, learning, creativity, and attention. It profoundly influences emotional states by releasing dopamine and activating the brain's reward systems, making it therapeutic for stress, anxiety, and depression. Music is a powerful non pharmaceutical means to wellness. Music is literally medicine. Music also enhances motor skills, communication, reasoning, problem solving, social bonding, and physical health, lowering blood pressure and boosting the immune system. The brain has a natural tendency to match rhythms. A process called brainwave entrainment uses rhythmic sensory input, like sound, to synchronize brain waves with a specific frequency, thus altering physiological and psychological states. Brain waves, heartbeats, and respiration or our breath can sync with external rhythms, resulting in a trance or a dissociative ecstatic state. So, if you ever been to a club or like a rave and everyone's dancing, the music is blasting, uh, music really can take you into another world. Like music literally alters your state of consciousness. It can even put you into a higher state of consciousness and a higher state of awareness. And you can tap into, like I said, a whole nother world with, you know, information that, that can be downloaded and that can help you and guide your life. I think it's really awesome. It really gets deep. What, music in the brain, um, how music affects the brain. Music is also a time machine. Nostalgic chords, rhythms, and melodies transports us. A particular song may remind you of your childhood or your grandparents. For Alzheimer's patients, music triggers long-term memory recall. connecting them to a past they vibrationally remember, improving their mood, communication, social engagement, and managing behaviors like wandering. Um, the most therapeutic music for people with Alzheimer's or dementia is often the songs they listened to when they were teenagers. Listening to music is a wonderful way to rewire the brain for optimum performance. It is essential for the quality and enrichment of human life, from classical to heavy metal. The genre doesn't matter. Music's healing effect is subject to personal preference. So you can listen to hip hop, you can listen to gospel, you can listen to meditation music or natural sounds, you can listen to pop, rock. It doesn't matter. Okay, this is a much shorter arc. So now we're going to move into homework. So for your homework assignment, for this arc, I want you to create a power playlist or a superhero soundtrack of at least 10 songs that empower you. I want you to really choose wisely. I want you to choose songs that empower you, that make you feel powerful and strong. So pay attention to the lyrics. And I want you to listen to your power playlist every morning while you say your affirmations. For me, for an example, I listen to gospel music, in particular African American style gospel music. Like I think Kurt Franklin, Tamala Mann, and I think her name is CC Winans. I'm not a Christian, but I love gospel music, and I just changed the lyrics to suit my own personal beliefs. But every morning I get up, as I make my bed, I listen to gospel music, and as I'm getting ready for the day while I'm in the bathroom, I stand in front of the mirror and I say my affirmations, my I am statements. And so when you do this, I want you to really get into the performance. You are a superhero, and this is like your theme music. So as you're standing in the mirror, really get into it, dance even, chant, and say your I ams. I am powerful. I am courageous. I am strong. I am confident. I am bold. I am beautiful. I am loved. I am brilliant. Like really get into it. Turn it into a ritual, like a your morning self worship ritual. You know, um, really have fun with this, okay? So this homework assignment is due 1 week from the completion of this video. Again, your homework assignments are not, something that you need to turn in. It's not something that will be graded. It's strictly just for your personal practice. And I really encourage you to do these assignments because they're going to help you to be able to progress a lot faster in your healing process, your hero's journey. Okay? So do your homework. All right. Credits. The research for this presentation was conducted using a variety of sources, including authoritative books, scientific publications, and AI assisted research tools used to synthesize and verify complex information. The core concepts are informed by the seminal works of Dr. Hans Jenny and Ernest Clatney on somatics. If you would like to learn more about any of the subjects presented in this arc, I encourage you to do your own research. This presentation contains images and diagrams used under the fair use for educational and commentary purposes within an original work. All visual media are the property of their respective creators. No copyright infringement is intended. Offerings. I do offer private sessions, so if you would like to book a virtual one-on-one mentoring session with me, you can email me at thethegoddessxx@gmail.com. Sessions are 60 minutes at a rate of $150 per hour. Voluntary offerings. If you would like to donate to this channel, my Cash App is money sign V the Goddess XX. Well, that ends Arc 6. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found it very informative. That sound and music help shape reality, and you can use music therapy to help you to manage mental health issues like anxiety and depression, and how you can also use music to rewire your brain, um, and to help you to be able to see, life in a way that is more optimistic and powerful and positive. Music truly can empower you and help you to create a reality that is wonderful, that is terrific. Like always, I love you, and I hope you have a beautiful, brilliant, bright, radiant day. And I will see you next arc. Bye.